I feel like we always ask that every single episode.
Are we?
Are we recording?
Oh.
Hers doesn't smell good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we are. Welcome to the show.
Okay, here's this. Are you guys ready? Yes. Well, you guys tell me how it tastes. I've never tasted this before, so.
She just smelled it.
I just smelled it.
It smells so good.
It does. It smells good.
Oh my gosh.
Spicy. That's sweet.
That is so good. Did you only do half and then do the other half?
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
know if I like this.
A tequila.
No, this is good.
What do you mean did the half and the other half?
You took half a shot and then you re-upped.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Did
she
you
took
drink half of it and then
Yeah.
stop and then drink the other half?
Yeah.
Why?
That-
Because I
Just
wanted
tastes
to
like
taste
the
the
lollipop.
rim.
You lick it and then
Yeah,
take
but
it
I
to
didn't
the
want to
end.
do it all. I just want to do half of it. Can I just enjoy it, taste
Y'all.
it, savor it?
I know I said something bad about this, but this shit is good.
Yeah, it does taste like the lollipop.
How much for the rest of the
we bet-
ingredients? I can take them all home.
They were $10 a bottle. Huh?
It makes you feel warm.
Yeah, it was good. I wasn't sure how that was gonna be.
You know,
Yeah, I think.
But that is so good. Prize winner, chef's kiss. Okay, so here's these. We're about to play a game. This is gonna be called Nunca en mi vida.
okay.
Okay, and it's
It's
pretty
being
much.
Have I ever, right?
It's pretty. What? This was pretty much inspired by my mom. Ni lo mande Dios.
I know, she be saying
Ni lo
that.
mande Dios.
I was wondering who said that. I've heard this from
My
somebody,
mom.
but
This was inspired by my mom. Ni lo mande Dios. But it's pretty much never have I ever, but in Spanish.
and baby, if you're watching this, the answer is no to everything, but I gotta change it up for him. So
Maybe. Well, it's no relationship. No relationship question. So yeah.
perfect.
Okay. First question. Nunca en mi vida have I ever been a chismosa. Bitch, I stay.
For real.
We're on the podcast. We're on a
Who you think
podcast.
started the whole thing?
Jeez.
Who you think started the whole thing with Miguel and my grandma?
Facts.
Just kidding. No, I didn't. I didn't start it. Just kidding, grandma. Don't get mad at me.
Si penguin.
See,
Yeah.
penguin.
Yeah, we might have to cut that one out.
Why?
Because we were going to get sensitive.
Yeah. Well, no, we're not gonna do all that. Okay. Nunca en mi vida have I been asked if I speak Mexican.
Y'all.
My kids ask me all the time.
What do they say, Mom? Do you speak Mexican?
No, they tell me not to speak Mexican.
Why?
They don't understand me, they
Oh.
said. I'm like, come on.
Nunca en mi vida have I been corrected in Spanish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
My mom stays joking, man. I
This
told her
is
once,
why you answer in English.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, sí, penguin. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that, ni lo mande Dios. My mom
Well, I
stays
don't know.
correcting me. I was trying to say homemade ones, and I said, hechas a mano, and she's never let that shit down. She's like, it's casera. I was like,
Oh.
my bad. Well,
Well, because you break down the words and you're like, it makes
I
sense.
just translated it how it says,
Yeah.
and it wasn't right. But yeah, my mom still gives me shit for it. She hasn't let it
I
down.
feel like it's hard not to mess up.
Okay.
Not unless you
Nunca
know
en mi
it.
vida have I ever seen Sábado Gigante.
Yes.
Come on.
They're all easy.
Mick even says.
For real? Have you seen, Troy, have you seen Sábado Gigante?
Mick just does the voice.
He does.
Sábado gigante. I'm like, maybe it's not today.
Nunca en mi vida have I ever dove into a piñata pit as an adult.
Oh, girl. Yep.
Into a pinata pit?
We just did this. When the
in
candy's
Mexico
fall
with
in,
Alfred's
you're trying to get
family.
candy for your baby,
Oh.
and you see your baby in the seat.
And if there's a bully, I'm like, he's only 6.
And then the 2-year-old's like, fuck you, lady.
Yeah. God, I'm getting candy for us, baby. I ride for my son,
You're
all right?
like,
You
give me the cono of the
Yeah.
pinata.
Nunca en mi vida have I ever been to Rieleros Baile.
Oh,
I
girl.
don't think
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't think I
No,
have.
I don't think so either.
Girl, we went like 10 times. They would
Me
come
and
like
you?
every month. No, me and
We
me
were
and Bobby.
VIP.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
We went once to a baile, and there was literally like 10 of us there only.
I
Was
haven't
it around Riverfest is when it was.
I haven't been to one in so long. We should go.
I thought you went to Rieleros. You didn't?
I don't think so.
I think-
I
I
only
thought
went
you
to,
did.
Like 3. No, I only went
I
to
thought
like
you
3
did
different
because
bailes.
I remember my mom talking mad shit and was like,
No, I don't think I ever went to Rieleros. I know I went to what is it? Ulises Chaides?
I don't even know who that is.
She
Yeah.
went to like the new stuff.
I know. I was like, yeah, I don't know who that is.
You saying us going to Rieleros is only telling people how old we are.
Yeah.
Just know us.
I only went to like 3 or 4.
said
but
Gen
Me
Z.
and her are considerably younger than the two hoes on that side.
Nunca en mi vida have I ever been hit by the chancla.
No.
And the fly swatter
No,
and whatever else.
Oh, yes, I have.
I've never been hit by the chancla.
I've
Really?
been hit by the chancla.
It's whatever's right there.
It's usually the
Well, yeah,
remote, the shoe,
okay,
the.
No, it was always my mom's hand or something. Not every
You didn't get
object.
hit. She didn't
Okay,
get hit like
not-
me and my brother did with the
but
pitiao.
she never like
Yeah,
hit
we
me
hit
with
the-
anything.
The belt, a hanger,
Yeah, whatever.
I think my dad would
It was
scare
always
me
a
with the
pitiao for me.
busted brush,
but never did it.
lint roller.
Lint roller.
My mom works at a dry
Banana.
cleaner's.
Oh, that's right. She
Whatever.
always had.
Banana.
I'm just
She
kidding,
said-
I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever.
Nunca en mi vida have I woken up to Vicente Fernandez music on a Saturday morning.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think so.
I think the cleaning music should be like only
It
like
was never.
Tucanes or somebody.
First of all, if my mom was cleaning, maybe she'll have like some cumbias, but my dad would be the one that would wake us
He
up.
like-
we're a
yeah.
cumbia household, but every once in a while when she's in her feels.
No, my dad seems like he's in his feelings all the
All
time.
the time?
From 8 in the morning to like 11 at night. 'Cause he plays that sad music.
Whoa, putting my dad out there like that. Don't be putting his business out like that.
He's got Chente on replay.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
does.
The same
It's
5
fucking 10
that
songs.
he knows
Yeah.
on replay all day.
Nunca en mi vida have I ever seen Betty La Fea.
Oh, girl, yeah.
Have I never?
Have you ever?
Have I ever? Yes.
Let's see.
But it sounds like you said never.
Clearly, we have sisters over here because I already know how I talk to my sister.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Should you guys be separated?
Oh, we cool.
That's we just.
I'm
talk
doing
like
it for
that.
your safety.
That's how we talk, Lydia.
Yeah, that's how
we
we
need to have the same
talk.
conversation we had with my mother with you. We had an argument with
Yeah.
my mom the other day, and I feel like she realized mid conversation that we were her children. Because she's like, I was telling her, we're talking about Lent, because you know how Lent is around the corner, and we're
Yep.
like, she's like, what are we going to give up? She's like, yo ya no voy a pelear. Yo no quiero pelear. Yo no voy a pelear con
how
ustedes. And I was like,
nice.
I'm going to have more patience with my kids, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I was like, but since we're talking about fighting, I'm going to bust a Jasmine.
Since we're
I'm not
talking
going to
about
talk to
fighting.
you. Like, every time I get mad at you,
That's when
I'm going to
you give
leave.
up. I'm gonna give up for Lent.
Yeah, I was like,
But,
I'm going to leave.
but wait, she's gonna be like, "Are you gonna take your kids?"
For real, she's gonna be like, I was like, I'm gonna leave, and I'm not gonna
niños.
talk to you. I'm not gonna talk to you like that. I'm just gonna leave and not fight with you because you love to fight. And I told her, I was like, you love to fight. She's like, no cierto, that's how I talk. So then she's like getting mad at her, and she's like, well, this one right here, she's always talking back to me. And Jennifer's like, I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm
That's
just
how I
responding. I'm just responding, and that's how I talk. I was like, yeah, mom, that's how we talk.
And then
like,
we're
feel
like, you do that too. She's like, well, that's how I.
and she just stopped
That's
because
how
she's
I
like,
talk. Yeah.
realized like, oh,
They're my kids.
that-
we're
Yeah.
all related somehow. Like it's just how we
She dropped
respond.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my sister Jasmine, she's super chill. She's not like that. Like she won't like she'll fight if need to be, but like with us,
That's
she's
like
just
no,
like
no. She's
bye.
like,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'll talk to y'all later. I don't want to talk to y'all.
She
She's
doesn't have
mute.
time.
Nunca en mi vida have I pretended to not know Spanish
Girl,
Oh.
all the time.
Sorry to some
Yes.
of my customers at Dillard's, but
it's
I just
so frustrating. Like
don't
when
be
I worked at
having
the courthouse,
energy.
first of all, I'm only making $11.73, regardless if I speak English or Spanish. So you on your own, partner.
That's
Show
messed up.
me the money, and I might know something about something, sir.
Like, you buying me lunch? I got you.
Number
No,
three.
I get tired. It's because look at Basham's, these ladies stay there for hours, and they talk about their sad stories or their lives or whatever. And I'm just like, ma'am, are you leaving? Because I'm trying to go to lunch. It's like 11:45.
Yes.
You know. So sometimes if they come in and I don't feel like talking, it's like 11:40, 11:50, and I'm like, it's about to be lunchtime. This lady's about to have a full on conversation. No, ma'am, I don't. I talk to you straight in English.
And
like,
she speeds off to
Yeah.
Dukan and is like,
peace. Nunca en mi vida have I thought a Spanish word meant one thing and actually meant another.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This just happened to me in Mexico. I don't know why I thought Puente was a river.
"It's a
Puente?
bridge, isn't it?"
I know it's a bridge,
Yeah.
but I thought it was a river.
So when I was younger,
I don't know why.
So
It
when
is
I was
so embarrassing to get, like, for them to be like,
Corrected.
"What?"
So
so
I'm
when I
like,
was
Like, what are you
younger,
talking about?
my favorite cookies were piruetas. I don't know if you know what those are. The piruetas are like lime cookies.
oh,
Oh,
pirouettes.
yeah, yeah.
Pirouettes.
Oh,
Bitch.
no.
Piruetas. That's
Is
what
it
they
the?
are.
Is it the? They have like lime filling.
Yeah.
They knew they sell those here now.
Yeah.
What?
I snuck some over and then realized they're all at the store.
Yeah.
I said, well, shit.
So those are my favorite cookies, but I didn't know how to pronounce it. So I would always call them pirujas instead of piruetas. So I'd be like, Mom, deme las pirujas. And then she'd be like, what? I'm like, las pirujas. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, she was so confused. And then she's like, I was like, the cookies. She's like, piruetas.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my bad. She's like, ¿sabes qué es una piruja? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Nunca en mi vida have I ate tripas, hígado, o corazón en tacos.
Oh, yes, girl.
No.
I'm not sure.
Like 2 weeks ago at my mom's.
I tried that. I
No?
tried the tripas.
I can't do 3
I'm not sure.
But I don't like them.
Why?
I don't like them. I just think they're, you know, what is it? What are they called in English?
Intestines?
No.
That's what they are.
But there's what are they called?
Chitlins.
Yeah.
That's what you think they are?
No.
They
Isn't that
taste
what
like...
that is?
That is.
It's the same thing.
It's just, it's cooked different. And it's different taste.
The reason I could never do that was because my aunt would clean them and I could smell it and it would just
Oh.
I just don't. I feel like it. I gave it a chance. Like I actually did because I was like,
I don't think I've ever tried
I didn't
them,
like
which is so
menudo.
weird.
I didn't like a lot of Mexican food growing up. But growing up, like getting
I
older.
like menudo though and pozole,
Getting
so I think I
older-
would like the tacos.
But getting older, you know, you venture out. You try more things and things you didn't like before you like now. So I tried tripas, but I was like, that shit tastes like burnt meat.
Burnt meat.
No amount of manteca will fix.
No. My dad makes bomb tripas. My mom makes hígado con cebolla. Yeah.
No, I can't do hígado.
And then I think one time she was sick and she made like heart blood or something blood. It was
Yeah.
like it looked like carne molida in tacos
see
with
that.
queso fresco.
I don't know. This makes me kind of hungry. Is that
Well, maybe
weird?
it's how they make them. Because my mom didn't make tripas like that. She made them like really plain Jane.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't. You right. You right.
It wasn't her.
No,
Yeah.
but does your dad put like? Because I've seen people who put like tripas with like chorizo and they put all sorts of stuff
no,
in it.
It's
No?
just
That's all?
tripas and he cuts up like red onion, lime juice, cilantro.
See, that don't even look appetizing. I'd rather have some actual meat. See, that's how I am with deer meat too. I don't be doing all that with
No,
deer
I don't
meat.
do deer meat.
You can
either.
smell that shit.
Wait. Where
Deer
have you been in a
meat.
situation where you saw a Mexican fucking up a deer?
Steve.
Oh, yo, man. Okay.
Steve.
Never mind. I'm like, not
They're resourceful.
They are
True.
true. But he's a different type of breed. Nunca en mi vida have I ever surprised someone when I speak Spanish. I don't look
no.
Mexican.
Yeah.
I don't
me
think I've
neither.
ever.
People
I
don't,
don't look
think I'm
Mexican.
Mexican.
You don't
Same.
look Mexican?
No, people don't believe it.
Papa's
Same.
like, I look hella Mexican then.
Yeah. People go in when I used to work, people would go in there talking Spanish. I'm like, damn. I'm like, damn.
I'm like, good.
I'm like, are these hazel eyes not making you think I'm different? They're like, nope.
Nunca en mi vida have I ever been hit with the novio or novia talk at a family event.
No, I think I have a really bad attitude where people are just not approaching me that way.
No, they've never. I don't remember. Have I? I don't remember people. You know what? I might have actually. Not thinking about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's the other way.
backwards.
But yeah. Because they'll just sneak up on you. Like, really? That Mexican dude was whack. That's why I dumped him. That's why
Que te
I...
digan, "Y mija, y el novio con la esposa."
Yeah. Facts.
Next comeback, y'all. That's for you.
I'm going to try that next time. Well,
Con su esposa.
Con la
They'll be like, they get all.
yeah.
Nunca en mi vida have I stored pots and pans in your oven or crisper. Do you guys know what a crisper is?
No.
Air
That's
fryer?
it. That's...
No, the
Air
bottom.
fryer.
The
It's a
bottom
warmer.
Shelf, the bottom. It's called a crisper.
Oh, the bottom shelf.
Yeah, the
or
way bottom
drawer?
shelf. It's called a crisper.
I just want you to know that I have 3 ovens. Go ahead.
What?
So you put all 3 of them. She fancy
No,
like
the
that.
bottom one doesn't have, like, the 2. doesn't
Well,
have
we're
a
talking about
warmer.
regular stoves, poor people
Well,
stoves.
the other one, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't now because I have all the stoves, but just like
She's got all the counter space and all the.
Now she does.
That's right. I've been poor for a long... I'm poor now, matter of fact. Because
Because after this damn wedding,
3 stoves.
after this wedding,
money.
she gonna be using all these padrinos for her
ovens.
wedding.
Yeah, right. You know who are my padrinos? Like, literally 3 people.
Me too.
That's what I'm saying. You're one of the 3. Welcome to the party.
Thanks.
Also, taking application below. Fill it out.
Link below.
Link below.
Swipe up to follow.
Yeah.
Nunca en mi vida have I had to hide a novio or a novia from my parents. Bitch, all the time. All the time.
I never lived with my mom after I left high school.
My dad was really
Wow.
strict.
I
Which
never
we'll
went
get
back.
into that
So then I
later.
was like, my house, my rules, bitch. Just kidding. Like,
Just kidding, Dad, don't watch
Mom.
this. Nunca en mi vida have I ever filled up the dish soap container with more water than soap.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm pretty sure my mom does it for like
I never have.
shampoo
Really?
and
Conditioner.
and
You
never had to do
yeah.
No, I do dishes. I just don't ever do them at home. At my mom's house.
what do you do?
At my house,
Oh.
I do my dishes. But I always put my soap in like a little container that does a little squeezy thing. So I just refill that bitch up. I'm not like sitting there putting water
You've
in
never done it
Yeah.
it. Nah. I've seen it at my mom's house, but I've never
I think
personally
when
done
you're
it.
just lazy, you don't want to go to the store, so you just
though? Yeah. You ain't like it's
Use
the
it,
10th
yeah,
and you don't
shake it
get
up a
paid
little
till the 15th. Yeah, bitch. Add water.
You're using shampoo to wash the dishes tonight.
Same,
Nunca
whatever.
en mi vida have I ever been grounded. I've never been grounded.
no.
I don't think so.
I think for Mexicans.
That's white people shit.
Yeah, I think for Mexicans, it's not like they're grounding you. It's
They're
like,
taking
you're not
something away.
going.
Or
They
they'll
said
take
they
something
did, and
away.
then they never did.
Yeah.
That's part of your
Nunca en mi
problem.
vida have I ever known someone with the name Jose, Miguel, Juan, Pancho, Pedro, or Paco.
All of them. It's the same person.
They're all the same.
That's all their
That's
middle
like all my
names.
Yeah.
uncles right there. It's like all my uncles and cousins right there.
They're all one.
And that concludes. What was the
Never
game
have I
again?
ever.
Never have I ever. Nunca en mi vida.
Nunca en mi vida.
That was easy. We all did it all.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard. I didn't want to make it that hard and make you think like extra hard about it. Because then she's like, you should have told me like an hour before.
Who?
You're like, oh wait, that was Miguel. Oh,
To have good answers.
Come back.
Okay, so speaking about what the second to last question about the whole novio thing and our parents being strict. I feel like Latino parents really deprive their children of a regular
Absolutely.
childhood. Or maybe it's because we're not as Americanized.
We're not. Well, I think we're not a trusting culture by nature in that sense of it, because my mom didn't let me do anything. Like, there were no sleepovers or anything like that. Like, in high school, I slept over at this girl's house like maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's because like I begged and begged and begged and begged, and it was mostly because like we're going to homecoming together. It just makes sense so you don't have to drive. And it was for like one of the or maybe it was senior prom or something, but there were like, it makes me so sad to know that I missed out on so much and our friends got to do so much, and we were just like, I can't
can't,
go,
yeah.
and you can't come over. Don't ask to
Nope.
come over, bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The answer's
you
no.
can't.
Yeah.
It's sad. I mean, it's like, and when I say like my mom grounded me, it was like, you're not going to this. Like, you bring your ass home. Like, there's no, can I come home at 10?
Yeah.
No, 10 a.m.
Yep.
And I feel like we're all, except for Jennifer, because Jennifer's a baby.
I'm privileged.
Yeah, she's super privileged. But all of us are older sisters.
Yeah.
We're the oldest in our household, so I feel like we were our parents' guinea pig. You know, like
And
they
yeah, we
would.
got all
It's like a tester of what they're planning on doing or what they think
With
they
the
should
rest
be
of
doing.
the clan.
Yeah, because now my sisters do whatever the fuck they want. They can do
Exactly.
whatever the fuck they
My
want. It's
sisters
like,
had a 2-piece swimsuit. I'm like, you want to let this hoe to the pool? I'm like,
I don't think my mom was ever like that with clothing, though.
no, my mom
No,
always.
my
told
mom
us,
always
like,
encouraged us to.
Yeah.
no, my
Where
mom
were
was
you
like
on?
it in
Yeah.
every sense of, well,
Yeah.
at least for the first one. But you're right, as they get older, or as they're like, oh, okay, they kind of just let it go. But I think it's because maybe they raise us to be the person in charge if something were to go wrong or when they're gone, and so they expect us there constantly. But
Yeah.
like, I could never imagine not letting my kid do that stuff. I think it builds a sense of like, for me, because I was raised mostly by my mom, like, I feel like once I graduated from high school, I left, and that was my time to be free, to experience all the things that I never got to do. I made a lot of friends. I did a lot of crazy stuff. I did whatever I wanted to because I felt free. And I think that goes wrong for some people. Like, it didn't work all the way. Like, me and my sisters are completely different.
Yeah.
We were raised in the same environment, but our life experiences led us to somewhere different. And that's because they got to do things that I didn't otherwise. And so, like, I was more willing to venture out and do those things because I'd not ever gotten to do them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
My parents were super, super strict with me. Like, I couldn't, like, at 15, 14, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. I could only go to school, back, homework, go to sleep, locked in my room. Like, I was, like, they literally, I couldn't even look outside.
Yeah.
Until like I literally snuck out of the house. Like I would sneak out. Actually, I was
too scared.
I'm gonna be honest. I was sneaking out of the house before they caught me. Like I had already been like sneaking out for a good like 6 months before I actually got caught.
I was
Oh
too
my
scared.
God.
yeah,
We lived in a
because
small
they would like
house.
literally
Yeah,
they
I
would
feel
not
like they
let
could
me.
hear me
Yeah.
if I were to
No, I
try
didn't
to
give a
sneak
fuck.
out.
They would not let me do anything. Like anything. Like I remember my friend across the street, Lexi. They went to San Antonio, and they were inviting me to
I
go.
think you told me this.
Yeah.
Everybody got to go, but you?
Everybody got to go but me. And my mom's like, no, es porque uno nunca sabe. You know, and you're older, you know, and what if they do something to you?
Ni
Or
lo
what
mande
if-
Dios.
Si ni lo mande
Yeah.
Dios. Yes, and then I'm just like, what? That don't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like, my sister's a girl too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what's the point of her going, but I didn't get to go?
Yeah.
So, like, they would always just be, like, over me,
yep.
like, hovering over me the entire time.
Yep.
Up until I got caught sneaking out.
Well, I didn't get. I never
caught
snuck
really
out
bad.
because I always knew I was gonna get caught because it was such a small house. And if I wasn't up, like if I was in my room downstairs all night, she'd be like, "What the fuck?" And my mom would like, anytime I got in trouble for something, she would always assume the absolute worst. I'm like, bitch. No, like you think I ran out and got pregnant and came back in the house? No, I just went for a drink.
Yeah.
I went to McDonald's. I just want to go to McDonald's and spend your money.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, no, same. My parents were just like you said, they were like, no, what if this happens? Or, you know, my neighbor said that this happened to her daughter or something like
Yeah.
that. But
Or
then
the-
my brother was like crashing the truck every weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jose.
Burning out, you know. I remember I was just talking about this before I left, like I had to be the one that would get the bad news every time. Like, oh, your brother, they pulled him over. And my brother was like 12 or 13. And we had to go get him at Oak Park because he had like blown an engine of a car. You know, I'm
my
like,
gosh.
and I'm over here, I'm like a 17-year-old grown ass woman.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what do you mean?
no,
I got to go
seriously.
pick up this little kid.
Seriously. So after I actually got caught, like my parents realized, like, oh, we're like we are doing too much to the point where this girl feels like she needs to sneak out. Like they called the police on me. I snuck out with my my cousin once removed. This guy named Vicente or whatever. He was my cousin.
Wait.
He wasn't. No, it wasn't
Oh.
Chente. Don't. Or not.
Oh,
don't go
we
back to
stuck
that.
a chord.
But anyways.
She said don't.
But no, this was my cousin, and he was removed as my cousin because his mom was married to my uncle, and then they got a divorce. But we grew up together or whatever.
I don't-
And he
Anyways, that was your cousin.
Anyways, we would sneak out, and he was like, "Let's go to this party," and we're like, I left, and then I guess somehow I found out, like they kept calling me or something, and I was
She
like,
found
"Shit,
out.
shit!" Like they're calling me. They must know I snuck out because I left my alarm clock on. Apparently, and my alarm clock went off at like 2 a.m, and my mom went inside, and she saw that I wasn't there, and I had a door in my room because you know how Mexicans they be having a two-bedroom house, creating a 4-bedroom house out of
Right,
nothing.
right.
So that's how it was at my mom's house. So I was coming back and I was walking with my cousin. He's like, no big deal. I got you. Like my uncle, like he'll know. Like I'm just here to, to support you. Like you weren't doing anything wrong, and I'll let him know. Like he thought he was helping me. And like we're walking down the alley. My dad's coming down with the truck, and I'm just like, fuck, that's my dad. I was like, nah, you better run. Like you better leave because
Yeah.
he's gonna think something different. I get there and he's like ready to just go ham at me, and I was like,
He said, I'm gonna call. I saw you. You want to be here? Or you want to be gone?
We called the
No,
police.
on
He called
them.
the
I
police.
would have said.
He called the police on me. He called the police on me, and the police were like, "Do you feel safe staying here?" Because I was like crying. And
Oh, they were giving you
Oh my god,
priority.
that's such a tricky
Yes.
because you want to say, no, I don't, but then you're like,
like I'm about to get my ass.
Yes, I
I
do.
say no. And I was like, I'm fine. I'm good.
You're like, no,
but I was
okay.
grounded for months after that. But then I feel like my parents, like, still, like, they started
gave you
letting
some
me
space?
out. Yeah, like, they started letting me out more so I wouldn't have to do all that.
Yeah.
see, at least
But
you
even,
had that though.
Yes, but even then, like, we would go to quinceañeras together with my aunt. Like, my
Yeah,
aunt
my
would
mom.
be there. Like,
Yeah.
I think we were both, I had just turned 18 and she had just turned 19 when my aunt was finally like, se pueden ir en la venenosa, ahí se van ustedes.
Yeah.
You know, like, you guys
Yeah.
can go now.
You guys can hang out by yourself.
Yeah, but just make sure to come back. But she would make sure to be calling us,
Yeah.
texting Fabi all the time. Like, we were checked up on,
Yeah.
like, that entire time.
See,
Yeah.
at least your parents got the realization to be like, oh, because my mom even after all this stuff would be like, no.
No.
Well,
At least
I
your
mean,
parents were like, oh, okay, maybe
well,
this is a problem.
No, it
My
was
mom
a
would admit
problem.
no
I mean,
guilt.
it was a problem where they would let me out with like certain things, but like having a boyfriend, I couldn't bring a boyfriend.
Yeah.
I went to prom with this guy named Marcus Villa. Do you know who Marcus Villa is?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, so he was my prom date my senior year, okay? Came home, not my boyfriend, literally best friends. We were best friends throughout all, like, my senior year. He played basketball, played football. I was a cheerleader.
You're like, look, this is the.
But he wasn't, but we were just friends. Like, it was nothing. He came over to meet my dad, like, to give me pick me up for the dance, give me the little, what is it, corsage thing.
Yeah.
And my dad did not say a word to him. He's like, hi, nice to meet you. And my dad just looked at him, like, mugged him straight up.
You're like,
looked
I'm
at
sorry,
him.
I forgot. He doesn't
And
speak
then
English.
he's like, oh.
He cleaned his teeth and he's like,
Yeah,
Right.
like he was so pissed off. Like, I don't understand. And I was like, what is up with, like, this isn't my boyfriend.
Yeah.
We're just friends and we're going to a dance. Which, by the way, that was the worst problem of my life because Marcus ended up leaving me for some other sleazy girl.
Oh.
But it's fine.
Oh,
It's
so she
fine.
was sleazier than you.
Yeah, she was way sleazier than me.
I'm joking.
Dang.
No, that's the same thing. Like, so junior prom, you know who I went with?
Who?
Richie.
Really?
We were just friends. Like, and he was like, I was like, oh my God, Richie's the worst person to have even asked me because I already knew my mom's gonna be like, a Lincoln on rims, bitch. You going out? So he was really nice though, and I was like, I just want you to know, like, my mom is not going to say anything probably. And he was like, oh no, like we're just friends. It's cool, you know. So he like comes up, talks to my mom, and she was like, and I was like, can we come? Like, can we? He's like, can I like keep her out till like 11? My mom's like, no. And I was like, but there's after prom, so that's like till whatever time. I was like, and then an extra hour, you know. And she was like, no, just have her back.
Oh, shit.
It's
Told
like
you.
so awkward.
It is
Yeah.
awkward.
And like they all go off and party, and then I'm like, I'll go home sober.
At least
Angry.
you guys had
Yeah, like
a
in high
prom.
school, I don't think I was ever drunk. No, I lied. I wasn't drunk after school. I was drunk during school because I would go gyp. And then we'd get shit-faced. After I left Carroll, I went downhill, like, for a whole year.
Sick.
Yeah, I was literally
she
jipping.
snuck out the whole school without saying shit to me. She was my
No,
ride to
that's
school.
good.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
why. That's why. Like, I left after leaving Carroll. I went to West, and then when I got to West, I learned about jipping. And I had no idea what jipping was.
well, because you can't jip
Jip
at
at
Carroll.
Carroll. No, it wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even a thought that would go
Because
cross
you
your
can't
mind.
leave.
Yeah,
Like,
at all. Like, you were just there. But, like, I didn't know any better because for in middle school, you don't do that shit. So when I went to high school, it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Until I got to West, and they're like, let's go. And we won't come back. We'll come back at, like, when school's over. I was like, okay, no big deal. So I would go with all these kids that I had no idea who they were, get shit-faced, have parties in the day, go to the liquor store, like, smoke cigarettes, do all sorts of stuff, come back drunk, back to school drunk at 3:10.
Sober up.
No, and then I'd fall asleep, and my mom just was like, "Oh, she's so tired.
so
you know,
tired.
busy day. She must be growing.
Yeah,
The public
something.
school system's got her.
Yes, and then I was just like sitting there thinking like, and I gypped that entire year, and I still had like perfect attendance. Ask me how? I have no idea.
Because
Still
it
got
was
ice
West
cream and the
High.
pizza party at the end of the.
That's why.
It is West High. But
She said,
anyways,
I got a
that's
pizza
what-
party.
there was a pizza party, and I got ice cream.
Hey, I love pizza parties.
I was there. I was at all of it. I still
She
got my
didn't
work
jip
done.
that day.
Yeah, I didn't. No, but anyways, yeah, I gypped that whole year. So yeah.
I think
So
part of that is because
but if
when
it
you
wasn't
have-
for that,
Yeah.
if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have gotten like the high school experience where people, even at my senior year, I was doing like cheer and stuff, and I couldn't go to like the after parties or do
Yeah.
anything like that because my mom wouldn't let me. She's like, after the games, you need to come back.
Yeah.
Like you can't stay. Like,
Yeah.
and I'll go pick you up. Up until like 2 months, like graduating, like. But that was left in the school year. They let me. They're like, okay, you can take the car and go with you. Go with
See,
Jose.
that's the thing. is,
You got to
like,
drop him off
when
and
you
pick
get
him up.
any
though.
chance of freedom, you're gonna take it to the core
Yeah.
because you don't have that, and that's like your time.
Yep.
And that's dangerous for some people. A lot of people get into trouble because
Yeah.
of that. Like, they're not used to like a controlled kind of.
Yeah, it's either
Freedom.
it's nothing or like balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Did you have like weird rules that your mom had for you?
No, but see, my mom, she never like prohibited me to do anything. I just knew better. Like I knew not to ask. Like I already knew like the sermon was
Yeah.
gonna come, so I'd never wasted time. But that's weird because like everyone was allowed to come to my house. Like I was
remember.
allowed.
See, I didn't get to do.
I was allowed to have like people at my house, and my friends would spend the night, and my brother would get kicked out of like because we lived in like a duplex, but it had an upstairs, and
yeah. Right by bathrooms, right?
Yeah, he would get kicked out. He would go downstairs, and my dad's like, "Don't bother them. Don't even like." He would lock the bottom door leading up to it. So yeah, like everyone knew, like, yeah, we can go to Fabi's, but Fabi's not allowed to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like she's stuck like a
Yeah,
little
she's
princess
stuck.
in this
And
house.
my
That still
friends-
happened to me though. Up until high school, I had my friends that they would just hang out. They would sleep over and stuff. But I was the one that was like, "Oh, she can't," so we have to go to her house, or we'd even go to your house.
Yeah, they'd go to my
because
house.
I can't
Their
sleep over.
her senior year, they were at my house that whole year.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
So
like
it's just different.
That's like when I went to college. My sister I'd be like, they're gonna come spend the weekend, and I would take them to a party or whatever. Do what we want to do.
She's like, we don't know them. We don't
She
know
was
them. We ain't
taking
related like that.
Yeah.
Did your parents do something like weird that you were like, why would you do that? Or like a weird rule that you
No.
just didn't get?
just like unrealistic
basic.
like punishments. Like it was like back when like all the rooms had like air units, and I would get in trouble, and that bitch would turn the AC off,
Yeah.
and I would just be sweating, like
That was a punishment.
for a punishment. Like
Oh man.
You take it serious. My mother would
lockdown.
never.
I'm like, it's hot in here.
My mother
You'll
would
learn.
never.
Yeah, I don't think my mom has ever been
My mom,
punishing like
yeah.
that.
She's always been super. My mom's like been such a sweet mother, and I think that's her downfall with us because like now we bitches. We bitches. Like
I think she was too sweet with Jasmine though. I think Jasmine.
you can't
Jasmine
say
took
nothing
it too
about.
far.
She can't. You
Yes, I
cannot say that.
can.
No, she's been
I
super
feel
sweet
like-
with her.
Yeah, she has been sweet with me, but she's been. I feel.
She's been sweeter with Jasmine.
Yeah.
But it's because Jasmine's like, she's like the black sheep of the family. I don't want to say she is, but she is. I think she knows that too. But she's never been one that's been around us all the time. Like me and her, we're always together.
Yeah.
Right.
Me and
That's
my
like me and
mom,
Mama.
we're always together. And Jasmine, like she'll like, if we call her, she'll come. Or if we call her, she'll be like, I'm busy or I'm working or I'll be
think
there. I'll be
recently
there.
she's been
yeah,
the one that
recently she
comes
has.
over.
Usually she's like, I'll be there in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Never shows up.
Or she'll show up like 2 hours later.
Yeah. But that's just who she is, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe you guys just aren't that fun.
Oh, we're so much fun, bitch. We're so much fun.
I think
You
we're
don't
super
even
I mean,
know.
notice we have
fun.
new people every week.
We're trying to keep it fresh and funky.
Fresh and funky.
We're hiring somebody for next week, so
Hiring?
We ain't
you
hiring
ain't getting
shit.
paid. Your family.
We better be free.
We family, we free.
I didn't understand the whole grounding situation. I feel like our parents should have grounded us more rather than like hit us or.
I think they just added things for us to do as a punishment.
Really, my mom never made me do shit.
Yeah. I was in charge of getting my brother up for school, sending him off. I was in charge of locking the door, coming home. I never cooked, but like I was in charge of getting the mail.
Like just stuff.
Yeah,
Why do us
all that.
girls have that responsibility of doing stuff around the house?
My mom never let me do really anything. She got mad
Bitch,
because
'cause
I
you
was
lazy.
No, because she said I would.
She already did it.
Because she would say like I would try to wash the dishes, and she said I used too much soap,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, she's
So then I just got
she'd
used
be
to not doing nothing.
"Muévete, usas
I was like,
mucho
whatever.
jabón.
Yeah.
You're wasting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Or
I
la
just
agua
wouldn't
está
do
muy
it.
prendida. Like, yeah, my mom's that type of person, though.
Because
She really
she's
is.
like a neat freak. She wants us to do it how she would do it.
How she does
Yeah,
it.
and like the water temperature, water volume, or what is it, volume? The strength of the water, like all of that.
It has, the pressure has to be
That's what I was
perfect.
thinking pressure. Thanks for
The
No.
water volume.
the
I get
volume.
my
The
ass
water
beat.
volume.
I get my ass beat for the pressure, for how much soap I eat, but I still have to do it every day.
No,
Wow.
once I used a little bit too much soap, she was like, "You're done for. Don't do it every."
She's like, I like washing dishes. It's so therapeutic. Like, girl, you're right. I like
Send her
that
over to
too.
my house.
She will. Because I have a dishwasher. She's like, "Ugh, we don't use that. We don't use that.
Yeah, no.
No lo limpia bien. No lo limpia bien.
Literally, it's a Mexican thing.
And I'm just like, yeah, they do. That's why. And now it's so stupid because now I'll wash the dishes. And if I feel like it, I'll put them in the dishwasher and start that bitch.
Make them extra clean.
Yeah. And I'm just like, that's stupid. I shouldn't do that.
Disinfect them.
I feel like the dishwasher doesn't clean them right either.
Your mom's child.
I really don't. No.
I kind of feel that way too, but also I don't give a fuck. It means
Yeah.
I don't got to do it. Go ahead, wash
She's
them
like,
up.
they clean.
They're clean
You
to
see
me.
fucking old spaghetti sauce on there. It's okay. It's
okay.
nothing new.
We're going to eat off of that tomorrow, so it's
We're
okay.
eating
Just
spaghetti
scrape it.
tomorrow too. Surprise, motherfuckers.
Okay, so how do you guys feel about the importance of respect and etiquette in our culture?
I actually love this. Like to me, it's so. Like do you kiss your godfather's hand still?
No, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Never.
I
Did you
Do
do
you?
that? Was
Your
that a thing?
Godfather's
Yeah.
hands.
Hand. Just
Oh, you know what? Every time I see, because my godfather is el piquen, is dad. So every time I see him, he would, and I didn't understand why. I guess that makes sense now. Like he'd grab his by his hand.
He would give you his
this.
hand?
Oh, he would do that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd make me do that. And he'd put it on my forehead.
That's what it is. You're supposed to.
And
Oh,
I'm
he's
just
like,
like,
kiss it.
Apparently, you weren't doing it good
He
enough.
was putting it on,
told
but
you to
he
stop
would
doing
put it on my forehead, and he's yay high. You know, he's the same size as me.
He's probably like,
Don't lie, you're taller than him now.
I'm taller than him now. Yeah, remember,
what he was doing.
Remember, we used to see Shorty out in the streets. Which, by the way, rest in peace, Shorty.
Oh,
He died.
I know.
And every Patty would always be like,
That's my
"What's
dad.
up, Grandpa? What you doing? That's my dad's dad."
Yeah.
Wait, is,
Shorty, the
The one
homeless
with the
guy.
guitar.
He had like
He had a
men's
guitar
jeans,
and a
and then
cowboy
he
hat.
cut them at the bottom because he was too short.
yes, he
He
died.
died. Yeah,
When?
like a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, he died.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But anyways, my cousin Pat, that was my godfather. I don't know. Was that real? Is that really?
I doubt it.
No.
No.
I mean, because they were both so little, and they kind of looked like it. Well, anyways,
I don't think
serious.
he would be homeless if he was Patty's grandpa.
you think so? No.
He'd
Maybe
be-
I was like, maybe they have family
He'd
issues.
be
I don't
living
know.
life in Omaha. All right.
Facts.
But what were we going with?
No,
this?
The
I think
etiquette.
like the respect we have for like our grandparents and all that.
Yeah.
I love that. Like that's something I want my kid. Like when in like 50 years when John Paul starts to have kids, he better make sure his kids respect me because I'll whoop that ass.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like my mom. Like supposedly she's such a tough ass, but with her grandkids.
Well, with your
she's just
grandkids,
like,
it's different because you can
I
spoil
love you
them
so
and
much. Like I love you more than my
Yeah.
own kids, pretty much.
Send 'em
My
home.
kids literally have destroyed the house, the couches, the tables that we couldn't even eat on.
Yeah.
The couches
Yes.
we couldn't even sit on.
Yep.
And my kids are jumping all over these bitches like it ain't nothing. I'm like, okay, so we just gonna act like you didn't just.
She got money now.
She got money
I
now.
worry
guess.
about
I don't
it.
know from where was this McDonald's money at because I didn't see that shit.
Facts.
Yeah, they give McDonald's like every other day.
Every other day, I'm just like, y'all need to stop. Y'all gonna make me broke. Like, I can't be buying you McDonald's every day. Like, y'all got me fucked up.
It's like
Yeah.
Max is like, get your money up then, huh? Anyway,
I know you got them quarters from the casino.
Level up, mom.
Level up. I can't.
I think it's been kind of normalized, like when we grow up, because like at my 15, it was just kind of normal for me to go up to everyone and say hi.
Say hi.
yeah.
And then
you
they
greet
were
everybody.
Yeah, and then
And if you
I got
don't-
complimented on it though, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What are you
That's
talking
normal.
about?
Yeah.
Like that's what we do.
Yeah.
like we
Hug
just
everybody.
Yeah, hug everyone, kiss everyone, and introduce yourself if you don't know them or whatever." But they acted like it was something so.
I have
big,
a problem
which I
with
thought
it.
was cool,
I have
though.
a problem with it to a certain extent because I feel like some older adults do not deserve to be treated with such respect.
Because they wronged you or something.
No, because I feel like sometimes, like some older people can be very malicious and not really care about, or not a child person or a kid person
Yeah.
or a person, and they just kind of expect it, and they can be rude and not nice and not
But
kind.
that's in any culture, though.
But to me, it's just like I feel like I should have the etiquette with the people that I choose to have that etiquette with, not just because you're 65 and Mexican, I'm supposed to say hi to you. You know what I mean? Or like, or if you were rude to me or to my children, like, bitch, bye. Like, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
You Mexican? But nah.
You know what's weird is like
I'm not
I make
normalizing
John
that.
Paul do the same thing. Like I make him give everybody hugs, like say bye to everyone when we're leaving. But I read this article like a few years ago, and it was like some woman was talking about she would never make her kids do that because you're making them like hug strangers and stuff. And
You're
I'm
making
like,
it. You're normalizing it for them.
yeah, you're normalizing this behavior for them. And I was like, I mean, I kind of understand that, but
But
like
also
from a
his
culture perspective,
yeah.
it's rude.
Yeah.
And not only that, I feel like we're told a lot like don't go talk to like strangers and stuff.
Yeah,
like
so
don't.
we're
So
told
I
that
feel like
side
we
to
know
side of
that,
that, yeah.
too. Yeah.
Everyone's got a weird owl in the family, like
Yeah.
a weird uncle that you're just like, don't.
Yeah,
don't
that one over there,
approach. Yeah, you're like that one. Just give him a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Don't hug him. Don't touch
Thumbs
him.
up.
Just thumbs up.
Oh.
No, you didn't.
Click your teeth and walk away. I mean, that's true. My mom was never like, go say hi, salud a todos. No, she was always like, hi, how's everyone? And then she would pull me like, because she wouldn't need me to like socialize. But I already knew like I would respect my aunts, and my uncles were never around for me to hug them or,
They're always in the back.
Yeah, they
drinking.
were always in the
Yeah.
back. They were always in the
It was
garage
always
or
separated
something.
into two.
And my kids, it's the same. We'll get there and I'm like, hey, say hi to grandma and grandpa, and your uncle. But like, if you don't need to say hi to, your grandma's neighbor, your grandma's neighbor's sister, you don't have to.
Yeah. Like, I feel like we shouldn't force our kids either to, especially, like I said, I just feel weird, like, if somebody's not nice or you know that they're not going to be nice to you or somebody has it in for you, like, to force your child to force yourself to say hi.
But I think
I think
understand
personally, I would still do it because
out of
Like,
respect.
yeah, no, not out of respect,
To
but
kill
it's
him with
like
kindness?
yeah, I'm like better than you because I'm saying hi to you. Even
Yeah,
though
like
you're rude.
you'll enjoy.
Than you.
Show
Way better,
enjoy.
bitch.
You'll enjoy yourself
Like,
more.
you see me at work? Way better. Got a job. Gotta go.
Where do you think Emily got them hot Cheeto finger?
That's right. Emily's
That's
a
hot
bad
finger.
bitch. Oh my god. I was gonna send you a picture, so I went to go get my dip, and I had all orange over here, and my phone was about to die, and I was like, "Can you take a picture of my fingers?" Because it looked like I just had a hot Cheeto
Cheetos
fingers, but it
all
was all dip. And she went to take it, and my phone died, and I was like, "Oh." So next time I get orange,
She's like hot Cheeto.
I'm like, "I'm Emily. I'm a
Red.
bad bitch."
Yeah, but no, that's true. I think my kids tell me that more. Like, why do you have to say hi to someone, or why do I have to say hi? Or like sometimes when we're at the store and they're with my mom will make them like, oh, this is my friend from work. Say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And,
saluda.
yeah, and my son will come home and he's like, why does my grandma know everyone at Costco? And why does my grandma talk to everyone? And
That's
we're
how
there,
my mom is,
We're
too.
there forever. But you know, my kids kind of like, they know that that's just part of us. Because at school, when they're talking to someone, they know like not to be bad with an adult.
Yeah.
Or not to talk back to someone. And I think that's just our culture. Like they know if they're older than me, they need to respect them.
But I also feel like if a child is not, like, there's different types of kids with different types of personalities. There's kids that are very shy and don't want to open up and don't want to be like saying hi. They're more shy and they're more in themselves. I feel like with those type of kids, you shouldn't have to force them either, though.
Because it makes them
And, like,
uncomfortable.
True. I agree with you. I mean, it's hard for me because I have a social kid, so he's just like,
She's like,
Yeah,
I can't
that's how
relate.
my
bitch.
kids are.
Can't relate.
can't relate.
Yeah,
Got a job,
my kids.
gotta go.
That's how my kids are. They're not shy at all. They're social. They're butterflies. They're just like whatever.
And I think kids know better. Like kids know when something's weird. Usually, like no,
yeah.
which is fine. Like there's some people I'm like, don't say hi to the other girl. She's a hoochie.
Yeah.
You know, like they know. He knows.
I never understood the whole tu thing.
The thu.
Like
I think
usted.
I think to people
Instead
they
of saying
just
usted, you say tu. And that's only a Mexican thing because like I've talked to a couple like I have a couple customers and they're Cuban, I think. Yeah, they're Cuban
Yeah.
because they be making me feel some type of way, and I'm just like, oh.
she taps into her. She's like,
Oh, they be calling me corazón y mi amor and all this other stuff, and I'll be
how
like,
romantic.
they're girls, they're
You're
girls.
right. I know. You're
Yeah,
right.
and I'll be like, wow, you really love me like that. Like I haven't been talked to like, are we friends?
You get the lollipop bowl out. Here you go.
Like here you go.
two.
You guys take three. Take the whole damn thing. So, but they talk to me like tú, you
Yeah.
know, or like because like opposed to like my other customers that are Mexican, me dicen, señorita, like you know, like, and I want to be like, ma'am, I'm a señora now. Like I have 2 kids, I'm a señora. No big deal.
I've leveled up.
No, I will always be a señorita. Bitch, I'm young.
They'll be like, señorita, me puede ayudar? You know, like they're respectful towards me, and I'm like, yeah, of course, I can go help you, whatever. Lo que usted necesite, whatever, you know. But with those, like the different cultures, just like, tú tienes esto, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they'll be doing me, and I'm just like, I'm gonna take it because you know, like
Yeah.
you're nice to me, the way you're speaking to
I
me. and I'm
think
guessing
they
it's a
make it
culture
seem
thing.
like it's a rude thing, but it's
it's
only
not.
for us. Because
It's
like other
rude for
people,
us, but not-
yeah, but not for other people. Because when
I wonder
other
how
people
Puerto
talk to
Ricans
me like
talk.
that too, I don't take it rudely.
I don't take it rude. I just think it's so crazy how us Mexicans
Put
take
that
that shit
standard
to
on-
heart. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like my mom would be like, "La viste esa vieja me tuyó?"
Yeah,
I'll be
my
like,
mom says
Mom,
that.
so
Maleducada.
well,
yeah.
Yes.
Like I'll be like, "Yeah."
Igualada. Something like that.
I don't like the word stupid.
Oh yeah.
I can't say stupid at the house.
No.
I
Nope.
guess it's such a, or I can't say
She's
duh.
like, yeah.
She
Se
gets
oye
mad
más
if we
feo
say
cuando lo
duh.
dices en español. ¿Estúpida? ¿Me estás llamando una estúpida?
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I didn't
nah.
say that, bitch, but it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, so, yeah, my mom takes things to heart. She's very sensitive.
She's very in tune with her
And
emotion.
Elizabeth, well, a lot of my siblings have very
mouths?
bad
very-
verbiage.
We have a very colorful vocabulary.
And so my mom, that's her pet peeve. She hates
It's because
that.
I can't stop, you know. Once I start with fuck shit, bitch.
Yeah, but Elizabeth doesn't
you're
stop.
rapping in there.
Elizabeth has gotten to the point where she just doesn't care no more. And even though my mom is like screaming at her, she just keeps going.
She's like, I'm like, I don't
She's
give
like,
a
"Y
fuck.
tú qué? Chino, what's going on here? The fuck is up?"
Yeah, well, it's because me and my brother, I don't know, maybe it's because we're older, and I don't know, maybe it's because I have kids now, but I don't give a fuck no more.
You know what it is?
What?
They try to confine us for so long. Bitch,
Yeah.
You know what is so crazy?
Yeah.
You know what is so crazy? For the longest, I felt like I was a 23, 24-year-old and still being controlled by my parents. Like, after I had the kids, they were still like, and I don't know if it's just a Mexican thing or if it's just a parent thing. And I wonder if I'm going to be like that, where they would literally want to control every aspect of my life. Like, they'd be like, you need to do this. You need to do that. Why are you doing that with the kids? Like, why are we doing that? Why are we not doing this with the kids? Like, if they had kids with me, like, I had no say in my kids' schedule or anything at all. Anything that had to do with my kids, like, I had to pass it through them. I couldn't go out without asking my parents for permission at
So
24, 25 with 2 kids.
So even as a mom,
Even as a mom, yes. Up until the point
Do you
where
think
I
it's
moved out.
because mom babysits your kids?
It could be that, but I think it
She
is
got
too-
50% invested in the kids.
that too. But I
She
would
said, "I gotta deal with
but I
them
would
at a certain
understand. I
time."
would understand like control over the kids, but I feel like
They were controlling you.
They were controlling me too. Like to the point, like I didn't date. I was single literally since Max was like literally born. Like I've been single since that time, and I was not allowed to have a boyfriend. Like I was not allowed to see people. I was not allowed to date. Like to them, it was just like you can't see people, you can't see anybody because the kids. Your main priority is the kids. Like that is what your focus should be on. And I'm like sitting there thinking like, for a while it made sense, you know. Like the first couple years, I'm like, yes, of course I have to like pour myself into my kids. I have to do this for my kids. I have to raise my kids. But then it got to a certain point where they're getting older, and I'm sitting there thinking like, and they don't need me as much as when they needed me when they were babies. And I'm sitting there like, okay, so I'm gonna grow old. I'm gonna grow old by myself. My kids are gonna be 18,
leaving you soon.
18, 19, go to college, go get married, go do their, and I'm still gonna be here, expected to be single and be late for me.
Well, I think for me, like, the problem is you're so close with your parents, and like once I left high school, I left. Like, I already knew that I didn't want to be like hovered under or like over, you know. So I didn't have that problem so much with that. But I think when you have kids, your parents always tell you, and this is in any culture, they always question how you're parenting. Like, how come you're doing this? How come you're not doing this? Cover that baby up. Do it this way. Like, bitch, I know. Like, I know what to do. Kind of. I mean,
You're like sorta, kind. I was there.
yeah, it's like there's this old video like on social media, and it's like this dude, and he's like pretending to be his mom. He's like, that baby's gonna have this. That baby's gonna have that. That baby's gonna have this. And he's like, no, he's not. But like, anyways, the biggest thing there is your parents were such a big part of your life, and so they feel like you're still a big part of their life.
Yeah,
You know?
well, I understand that, but at the same time, I'm just like, y'all gotta let me grow
not-
and be my own person.
True.
Yeah.
Me, I was
You
like,
know?
nah, cuz this is my house. You
See, I
can
wish
go.
I wish I had the balls that you did. I actually moved out at 20, and like the moment I grabbed that last tub of clothes and everything else, I knew at that moment that was the biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah.
I was
Leaving
17.
the
I was
house.
like, toodles. Actually, can I get some gas money? Because I ain't
You're
got
like, I'll
it.
be back next week for toilet paper.
I ain't got it just yet.
I ain't got it. I gotta go to school, you know, but
You're like, I'm still broke.
what you got on my gas? Fill it up. 94 Honda. Can I get $10?
Back
Fine,
then.
I'm gonna steal it then.
I was gonna say something I totally forgot. I lost my train of thought. Thank God. Oh my God. I forgot what I was gonna say.
That was aggressive.
It was because I
Yeah.
had it right here and I completely forgot. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So
He took his
She's
headphone
got
off
it.
'cause he
It's the
screamed.
shot, guys. I don't know.
no, it's because I yell it in the thing and he's like because I project it really well. So no, so I remember I was speaking to my mom once and she was yelling at me about, you know, how her being a parent and whatever, that she's a pro, this and that. And I'm
She's a pro.
Yeah, for real.
And you're like,
we're
are
having-
you? I've seen your work. You see these fucking kids you got?
No, so I was like sitting there talking to her and thinking like, the reason you're a pro parent is because you've had 4 kids. You've raised 4 kids. You've already gone through it. Your kids
And you
are
had
like,
help.
Yeah.
Well.
She had a husband. Well, financially she was set. All she
Yeah.
had to really work, well, not really set, but like she had somebody
makes
to
it
help her.
easier, yeah.
Yeah. So she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. She could, and she did with Jennifer. She was definitely a stay-at-home mom. But I was like, so you had, you know, all that, and you grew as a person. Your kids are now what, 28, 29 at the time. So they're full grown. You've been through it. You've been through it all. So let me make my own mistakes. Let me be a parent and let me figure it out. Like instead of you trying to figure it out.
And
for
that's
me.
the easiest way to learn is
It
by
could
making those mistakes.
And it
yourself.
could also be that I'm the first, and like the grandkids, even though my mom had another grandkid way before my kids, but she was never around. So technically, I guess they were their first grandkids that they got to have at home. So for them, it was like a big deal. Like, everything that they do, even up until now, like my mom will be like, "Hey, I'm on my way home. Does Emily have snow boots?" And I'll be like, "She don't need snow. The snow is going to be done in like a week."
She's like, but what size is she?
What size is she? Yeah. I'll be like, she's like a size 12. I don't know. All right, I'll call you back later. Okay. I get home. I got her these boots.
Yeah.
I got her 2 pairs.
See, my mom
I'm
has
just
like 6 grandsons now, so she's like, too expensive. Don't want to do it.
Is that what that is? Once you get to a certain amount, you think that'll, let's hope.
She has like 6 grandsons.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's just part of you being the first. Also, you're still very close to your mom. Like you talk to her every day. So maybe she just doesn't know her boundaries.
No, she definitely
And you're not going to tell her because that's fucking rude.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell her because she's going to kick my ass.
Yeah.
Right
She's
then
going to
and
watch
there.
this podcast.
Nah, she's gonna
Cabrona.
she's gonna watch this podcast, start a fight with me. We are gonna fight. We're gonna argue. She's not gonna speak to me for a day, and then the next day she's gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
Does Max need snow boots? Just say yes or no.
Blink once for yes, blink twice for no.
No.
And you're still going to walk right into her house and
the
not
next
knock on
day,
Not knock on the door.
take all the strawberries that we got in the fridge.
Did I
Take
get
them
the
to
strawberries?
work. I don't know what you took. You be
I
taking
took
all our
I
groceries,
took the.
Hey, I sure do
the
shop at
cucumbers.
her house. Like, low on toilet paper, low on air freshener.
I took the cucumbers. No, it was melon.
I don't know.
The
but-
cucumbers.
Yeah.
Also,
Cucumbers.
She be going shopping in there.
She be
though.
taking everything.
Yeah.
Nah, it's because so my job is
Does
like
your mom still coupon?
No, my
No,
mom
she
did extreme
doesn't, which is
couponing.
so weird.
But the neighbors do.
Man.
The neighbors.
I don't think they'd be sending out the coupons anymore.
No, it's because all these bitches started like
'Cause they're
extreme
stealing
couponing,
from the newspaper.
and they
Oh,
ruined
yeah.
it for everyone.
My mom would
I was gonna say, I
send me
don't
down
blame
the
you for
block to
shopping in
pick
there.
up
She's still
everyone's
couponing.
coupons.
No, it's because my job is like literally a couple blocks away from my mom's house. So sometimes I drop off the kids. I don't get breakfast. So guess whose
So she
refrigerator's
takes what's
open?
in the fridge.
So I go open there. Oh, y'all got some apples, some melon. Let me take 2 slices of bread to make me a PB and J sandwich at work.
They got all the all the
Leaving
good
the
stuff
rest
now.
of
The
us to
organic.
starve.
You're like, let me get some of that. I don't even buy that. That's mine.
Oh, you got the what is it? The
Oh, you rich.
natural hill bars or whatever.
I don't know.
The Nature Valley.
Nature Valley
The
bars.
natural hill.
So you rich, Gina.
The Nature Valley. Oh, they not the Kroger brand. Damn.
They got blueberries, not raisins. Let me take those.
Yeah.
Blueberries. I
No.
don't like blueberries. Max loves that shit.
Yeah. No, I be going.
I
to
don't
my
be getting
parents'
strawberries.
same.
I don't like strawberries like that. I feel
Well,
like you
it
put
was
me out all
melon or
class.
something.
You-
You
you-
took the whole thing though. Cantaloupe
y'all
is my
eat-
favorite
She
fruit.
said you took
Bitch, that was
something. I
my-
don't know.
I was born first. That was my favorite. That's
But
my
do you
favorite.
live
But
fruit.
do you live there?
Technically,
My
I
kids do.
Anyway, she took
My
my whole
kids
thing.
live there.
Yes,
I asked
100%.
mom the day before, can you please bring me some melon?
She's like,
She's like, yeah.
she's
She
like,
came home
hey,
the night
bitch,
before.
But did mom say shit to me? No, I don't think so. Because she's like, ¿Te llevaste todo el melón? Yes, mom, I was really hungry. Okay.
Yeah,
mija,
because
está
I was
bien, está
complaining
bien.
to her. Mom, where's the melon at?
She said, you know that old bitch that you got? Yeah, she came up in this refrigerator, didn't open the door, didn't get her kids nothing. They were screaming. She took all our shit, and she left.
And she'll be back tomorrow.
Ugly ass bitch. Yeah, that was her. I already know, because when my sisters take any of my shit,
Do you guys fight hardcore?
yes, we have to.
Like last,
We
like
have to.
you left your leftovers in the fridge. They ate them, kind of fight.
Like, if we're eating something and we both at a restaurant and she has something that looks better, I'm eating that shit off her plate
With her fork.
with her fork. Actually, I'll use my fork, but I'm gonna have to get her new one. For real.
For real, y'all
My
close
sisters
like
are
that.
serious. We're like,
Oh man.
you get these tacos and you get the pizza because I want all of it. We'll share. But I need all this shit.
For real?
Yeah, order an extra drink because they're gonna cut me off at 2. Just kidding.
Where the fuck y'all be drinking at?
Wherever we want to, girl.
Wherever
Man, I
they
can't wait
take
for
her.
I can't wait for Jen to. Never mind.
Man.
I can't wait for Jen to be able to drink publicly,
Nana
but she already
doesn't
does.
drink. Nana doesn't drink at all.
Okay,
So
not
I'm like,
publicly.
order 2 pineapples. Or if we go to a concert, I'm like, order these 2 things. She's like, okay. So she walks with 2, and I'm like, I got 4 drinks. Can't wait.
That's me for me.
It's the best.
Bitch, what is your alcohol tolerance?
No, I haven't been drinking, because of steroids, but I feel
She
good
looks
now.
all sad.
I feel good now with that shot.
I'm feeling really warm and toasty in here. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, Jennifer went like for her quinceañera. Oh my God, we got played so hard. So she had a party bus for her quinceañera because it's her. She's the baby. She gets everything she wants. And me, Yesenia,
Jealous?
Yeah.
me and
Jealous
my sister.
much?
I wasn't jealous.
No, you wasn't jealous because he was on that party bus.
Elisa
drinking
was
with
the
rest
Thu
of
and the
us 15
Jennifer
years
those
old.
things.
No, first of all, I was not drinking with these 15-year-olds. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay, y'all was
so
in the front.
They
We
were
was in the
drinking with
back.
you?
No, so me and my sister. So my mom was like, "Go to the party bus with your sister. Y'all be chaperones. You, Jasmine, and Yesenia."
She put you in charge?
Yeah, she put us in charge. I have no idea why she would think that, but she did. And so we go up there and we have like our little fucking wine coolers and we're all drinking in the front watching these kids and we're like, oh, they grinding and bumping and whatever.
You were the old lady with the wine cooler?
Yeah, the old lady with the wine cooler and then they're all just out in the back dancing. Like, I was like, okay, they ain't doing nothing bad. Like, nah. They left the bus. She's fucking falling off of the fucking bus, shit-faced. And we're like, when the fuck did they...
My brother-in-law
When
was
the
there. He
fuck-
told
That's
me.
actually
Yeah,
your
when
fault
the
for not
fuck
doing
did
a
they
good
do?
job
That was
the last
supervising.
We went
time.
back. Well, we were supervising, but apparently they were in the back.
They wasn't supervising enough. I'll
we
tell you
weren't.
that much.
I'm telling you, you were the old lady with the wine cooler.
Yes, like we were just
You
in
weren't
there
doing
like,
nothing but wine cooling.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we should do. All the kids around are like, you don't know shit.
They put something in your wine cooler.
Probably. So then they all leave the bus and we go back there and we're like, these motherfuckers. They had like better drinks than we. There was like 6 or 7 bottles back there. Anything you could think of. Crown
Tooted
Royal,
and
some rock,
booted.
all sorts of
Okay.
shit. She was drunk as fuck. Drunk as fuck. And the whole time she's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
And they just dropped me off at my house. Like, I
Like,
was
just
supposed to
go to
know what
sleep.
to do.
Just go
So
to
I
sleep.
just
was
ran
I
to
dropped
my
her off
room.
and I was like, just go to bed, okay? And if my mom goes in there, pretend you're asleep. She's like, okay.
With
But
her,
what if-
with your dress and everything?
No, she was just in a regular
No,
outfit.
I ended up having my
Oh.
party bus the next week because I wanted to get
Oh,
messed
you
up.
want to get lit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I was drinking at 15 because I was, on lockdown.
Same. I didn't get to drink either.
But when I did start drinking,
I tried to
I didn't
smoke.
get to
did I
drink
tell you?
either.
I
We
tried to
just-
smoke weed once. I tried to smoke weed my first time, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I grabbed
not a
my
smoker.
tissue from my box, my shoe box, and I grabbed a whole piece of weed. Didn't even deseed it. Nothing. Like nothing.
You had tissue in a shoebox?
Yeah, tissue in a shoebox.
Were you
know how they
high
wrap
before
it?
you
I don't know. It
smoked?
was like wrapped in my shoes. Like when you get new pair of shoes,
Oh,
there's like
yeah,
tissue
yeah.
in there or whatever. Not like toilet paper,
What?
actual tissue paper. Okay, like the stuffing stuff. So I rolled it and I was like trying to smoke
the
that
tissue paper?
Yeah, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. This is the first time I was smoking.
Resourceful.
I was being resourceful, and I tried to smoke it, and I was like, this shit didn't do shit to me. I went
you get?
outside. I got high.
because she crushed up the silica thing that was in the shoe thing.
Yeah,
that was
probably.
All the little beads. You're like,
Yeah.
Oh, add some flavor, some texture.
Something I don't fucking know, but I was just like, nope, never again. I ain't doing that shit right. Nope, obviously I ain't because it didn't do nothing to me.
You didn't think you were just like super powerful,
like-
I'm
No,
just
I was like, I'm
strong.
gonna try to do this. I'm gonna try to really roll this up. I'm really trying to, but I wasn't doing it right because I didn't take it apart. Like
Not
how
that
you
we-
do it.
not that
Not
we
that-
don't
I don't
know.
know how
We
to
don't
do
know
it.
how to do it. That's
It
not
was
how
with
you
the
do it.
whole- Wait,
She's
what?
watched
Hey,
YouTube
there are kids
videos.
watching.
Not
Psych.
you.
This is what you do, y'all. I'm just kidding. I don't smoke. I don't smoke.
Sure
I
you
drink
don't.
though.
We know you drink.
She can drink
I'm
though.
not a drinker, or I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked. That's not interesting to me. But I will drink.
I'm not a smoker either. I will drink too.
Bitch, you smoke cigarettes when you drinking.
Yeah, you're right.
They're black and milds.
No, I went to cigarettes now.
Ew.
Ew.
It's because at the casino. It's because at the casino they be really stressing me out. And like you go outside for a fresh air, like a breath of fresh air because it's hot as fuck in the casino when you're walking around, and all you see is all these fucking smokers smoking in my face. I go back into the casino smoking in my
So
face.
you- so-
so then I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna smoke too. I'm gonna go
You're like,
outside and
so I
smoke a
won't
cigarette.
smoke in my
Might as
face.
well. Huh?
No, that shit is not cool.
It's not cool. It's just stress.
We're gonna have to come in intervention.
You think so? I might need it. I've been
It's
trying
gotten
to
out of hand. She handed me her mask today, and it smelled like smoke.
That's because she
Sickening.
works at a casino.
Yeah, it's because I work at the casino. That's exactly what
Sure.
Papa said. It's
Yep.
because I work at the
Sure.
casino.
That's what you tell your
There we go.
parents doesn't mean it's true.
No, you know what? This is how I know I'm not a smoker because I went outside yesterday and the day before when it was super, super, super cold and all these people are outside smoking. I went outside to go to start my car and I was like, y'all ain't shit. It is not smoking season weather. Like I'm not gonna be out here smoking a
Do
fucking
you smoke
cigarette.
in your car?
No, I don't.
Oh, good.
I don't do that stuff. I always have it in my head for some reason that it's like illegal to smoke in your car. Is it illegal? Because of your kids?
No.
Like if you have kids in the car, you're not supposed to smoke or something?
No, they
No,
don't
but your baby
care.
daddy will use it against you.
Will he? Fuck him. Actually went to court with him today.
Anyways,
That
we've got to
later.
go, actually, guys.
Yes.
The music
Thanks
in the
for
back
joining.
even stopped playing
Like
for
I
that.
said, we are looking for additional people because, you know,
Miguel, what's up?
I feel like you might be the problem.
You think
I
I'm
feel
the
like you're the
problem?
instigator here.
Really? Thank you. This is Apoco.
I mean,
Oh, we didn't even put like follow us on Instagram, Google Podcast. What other ones? We had a whole bunch of them.
but don't follow me
go
at
to
the mall
Go to the back.
because my baby
Go to
was
the
like,
last
"Who is
episode."
this motherfucker?" She told me to follow her.
Spotify, YouTube, subscribe and like, please.
All the things.
Also, we got a TikTok now. Follow us on TikTok.
That's news to me. See?
I know.
yeah,
You
we
got a TikTok?
Yeah, we got a TikTok now. We have one video up. Go like it.
Did I send you that video of the dude?
That fell and slipped? No, then you did it.
She only got one video.
Apoco.
Vacilón, ella lo que quiere es vacilón. Vacilón, ella lo que quiere es vacilón. Vacilón,